Today's Zos Chanukah. Zos Chanukah because we read Zos Chanukah's HaMizbeach. There's a parallel. After every single Nasi brought his korban, and the pasuk described exactly what each of them brought, the pasuk then has to go and add everything up. For the sake of all of us who can't add on our own, up until now, every day stood on its own. Zos Chanukah's HaMizbeach, the end of it was the total avodah of everything, the totality, is greater than the sum of its parts. The totality has a power that the individual doesn't. And this we understand is the same for Chanukah. Especially we follow Beis Hillel, that every day we increase the number of lights, because every day it was an added miracle and a greater one. The fact that it burned for one extra day is not the same as burning for 2 extra days. Going all the way to 8, it increased. And then we look back and say, not only did it burn on the 8th day, but it burned for 8 days. And if we understand that the miracle of the lights is just Hashem's way of communicating to us that the miracle of the battles was really a miracle, but furthermore, that even after the era of prophecy, there are still open miracles. The intensity of the miracle, when you reach day 8, means a much more intense message, and we understand that festivals are there. The Chagim are not just to reminisce, talk about what happened in the past, but they're alive and well, and they provide for us today. What does Zos Chanukah provide? This is the intense love of Hashem for us. Hashem is performing miracles for us. And even though it's a long golus and Hashem hides, He's there. He's there for us. What do we draw from an open miracle? Clarity. So long as Hashem hides behind nature, we can be fooled. An open miracle means He's giving clarity. So on the one hand, Hashem is hiding because we're in Golus. On the other hand, there are miracles and you don't have to look very far. And He's ready to provide more miracles. This is the day Hashem shows the intense love for us. And allowing Himself to be revealed. And that is the Hallel v'Hodoya of expressing our own clarity in His having revealed Himself. And the revelation with the miracles then helps with our clarity today. That's essentially what Zos Chanukah is in the most simple sense. Most simple terms. The intensity of the miracle and the intensity of the message that Hashem is there. You don't have to look very far. And He does offer us this power of being able to do more than what nature would otherwise allow us to. Hasidim put Zos Chanukah as something of the final seal on the judgment of Hoshana Rabbah, of Yom Kippur, of going all the way back to Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Hoshana Rabbah. It's a time for tshuva. Now, no one's going to argue with the need to do tshuva. You don't have to be a chassid to say you got to do tshuva. What is the tshuva of Zos Chanukah? So practically, there are those who say, now go check up on all of those the resolutions. What were your kabbalos? What did you say you're going to do? What's going to be different this year? What did you say in Yom Kippur? It's now Chanukah. Are they still alive? Are they still there? That's very practical. But in truth, the tshuva of Zos Chanukah is taking the intensity of Nes and number one, making sure that we maintain this clarity. Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. It's all Hashem running the world. No games. Don't think you can outsmart him, get around him. The key to success is follow what Hashem says is the highest quality of life. That clarity. But it's more than that. It's that whatever it was that was clear to us, Yom Kippur, was clear to us, maybe even Hoshana Rabbah. But as we started living normal life after the high holidays, one gets to feel like it's not so realistic. I was dreaming. I was on a high. Everybody's busy doing tshuva. I felt like I can be a tzaddik. And basically one comes to the conclusion that that was wishful thinking, but it's not so practical. Zos Chanukah, the intensity of the miracle, and this is key. If Hashem performed open miracles in terms of being able to overcome the influences from the outside, He performed open miracles in Klal Yisrael really being able to fight off Hellenism that had so infiltrated the nation. Then for every individual, you can draw from that the Chashmonai, the Maccabee inside every one of us. We'll get that extra dose of strength, the miraculous one, being able to overcome the Hellenist in every one of us. The desire to be left alone. And let me just do what I feel like. And why do I have to strain myself? And why do I have to restrain myself? B'shvirus libi eleich. Why can't I just do what I feel like doing at the spur of the moment? Which really is the basis for all forms of kfir and apikorsis. The intellectual explanations are just sophisticated ways of saying, bug off, leave me alone, don't tell me what to do. But then there's the Maccabee inside us who says, no, that's not what we want. We want greatness. And you don't attain greatness with Shri Rusli V'Elech, following what I feel like doing at the time. Greatness comes with lots of work. Taking responsibility for every one of our character flaws. Pushing ourselves to do the things that are difficult. Be reassured. Your dreams in Yom Kippur, maybe they're a bit high, but they are your real yearnings. And if you really want them, call out to Hashem today. Miracles happen. Hashem is ready to provide them. You can do more. You can outdo yourself. You can break your nature. In fact, that's what we were created for in the first place. Every one of us was given all sorts of negative character traits, and they are our nature. And we were put into this world for the sake of changing, which means defeating our nature. Reaching out to a different nature, a nature from a higher sphere, identifying with the neshama. That special help from heaven is available today on a more intense level than the other days of Chanukah. But yes, the power of miracle, the power of overcoming our natural weaknesses, and be able to become what we really, really want. Yes, the tshuva of Zos Chanukah is accessing Hashem's treasury of power. What you need is resolve. What you need is passion. Mil Hashem Elai. If you have the passion, it's there. There's so much we have to do, both in terms of our own character, in terms of our own growth and knowing Hashem's wisdom, and then in pushing ourselves to take responsibility for Klal Yisrael. And all of these are things that are seemingly beyond us. Today's a day to strengthen your resolve, strengthen your passion, and the miracles are available. So, end Chanukah with a bang. End Chanukah with a real calling out to Hashem of where you want to be, what you want to become. And yes, ask for that power of miracle to get you there when you feel like it's impossible. And it's available. And it happens. Me'ez Hashem, we can all be great. And so much greater than we thought we could be. In terms of our own self-improvement, in terms of our own immersion in Hashem's wisdom and loving it, and in terms of our ability to reach others in a big way. May we all be zocha to the light of miracle that shines so much more bright today than any other day of the year.